blessed ones of the nations of the world. This is your brother Dan Moses, or say Yao Sakodie of TRC, Ghana, coming to you on this 25th of November 2021 with the expose testimony New World Disorder. But before we begin, we want to welcome each other by saying Akwaba, Allen, Sahalen, Shagitam, welcome. Inganjoni, Benvindo, you are welcome. Kuso, Diwo, Tusanyu Senyo, Okukulaba, Mauya, Mingalaba, Boye, Malamu, Karibu, Ekabo, No, O, Sanu, Dezua, Mkwang de Hena, Mitash, Duburo, Pezado, Vat, Bine I Vinit, Barigalus, Tivita Iche, Ayubon, Dobridoya, Velkommen, Estan, Ozot, Walan, Anoman. Bienvenido, namaste, swagetam. Kush Amadid, Baruch, Haba, Marhaba, Wanyong Haminida, Bukachi, Wanying, Nyejeko, Anyamime, Nyejeko, Wezolo, Novio, Miawezo, Akwaba to the program Testimony New World Disorder. Testimony New World Disorder, as we know, is the program which uncovers, which unveils what is being done to Ghana, America, and humanity in these times of global deception, delusion, and willful lies that are made by some of the very people that we trust to be there for humanity and the nations of the world, and yet they have chosen to be the very people that are dealing with us by willful lies, deception, delusion, treacherously, by the intelligence, having brought the world to global helplessness. Blessed ones, we ought to understand that their ulterior agenda is not just shutting you down, going about the nations and destroying innocent life. They have gone beyond that. What they are doing, their ulterior agenda, is to come after your soul, my soul, the souls of humanity and of the nations. Of that is their ulterior agenda, and it is time for you, yourself, I, the entire human race, to make a decision as to where we would like to spend eternity at. Before the soul takers come take your soul. We are in a moment of decision. The human race, all that they are doing on the nations of the world is towards one thing, the coming after your soul. Just like the scriptures have talked about. That there shall come a time in the history of the world that this evil that we are seeing and the beyond shall happen. And that is exactly what this is towards. But blessed ones, we are not moved for the fact that we as well through this program get to receive some divine guide, divine direction, divine insight, that we may know exactly what to do in these times of global deception, delusion, and lies, global wickedness, unthinkable, the repression of humanity and the nations of the world. So we are not moved. We get some divine guide, divine direction, divine insight. So we are most thankful to God. Akwaba to the program, Testimony New World Disorder. Blessed ones, like we have said, irrespective of the totally humanly unthinkable situation, condition, persecution, torture, terror that I'm being subjected to in the land of America, I have continued to keep my word that at least once a week we shall receive expose. This is in fulfillment of that word that this week as well we are receiving another expose. We have, by the grace of God, gotten an iota of idea, a gist as to how Jerry John Rawlings, His Excellency, was killed by the government of Nana Addo Akufo, vindictive and vengeance and hatred in collusion with diplomatic political forces in America and the others, getting His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings killed barbarously using the medical field, as the wicked have done. since the beginning of time, as the Bible have brought to our attention. They seek to destroy the life of infants before they grew. This evil has been around for a very, very long time. Trump will say, how? When? Since when? Why? But eventually nothing happens and the evil goes on. Humanity and the nations of Aquaba to the program Testimony New World Disorder. I had to be very circumspect of the family of His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings, circumspect of the situation of the noble people of Anglo, circumspect of the people, the situation of the noble people of Ghana, by not opening dead or existing wounds regarding the cowardly secret killing of Jerry John Rawlings. The evidence and the exposés, the information I put out here, is used by the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the U.S. government. America, read the U.S. government for the willful covering up to map up a strategy to further the willful covering of the killing of the African people, the killing of the Ghanaian people. So we also have to be prudent as to what we put here. This is a case of the heinous killing of Africans, heinous killing of Ghanaians, heinous crimes against Ghana and humanity, which we are dealing with, and we must be very, very prudent as in regarding how we what we put out and what we give out. So the noble family of Your Excellency Jerry John Rawlings, be comforted. Ghana, be comforted. Humanity and the nations of the world. The people of Anglo, we must be comforted. The issue remains before the International Criminal Court, Hague, for at least since 2012 till this time. How many years? The heinous crimes against Ghana in 2012, before the US, the ICC Hague. It has been at the US Justice Department since 2018, and yet money has continued to be paid to the willing members of the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo to continue covering up the killing of our people and get the killing furthered, and which cowardly secret killing have reached to the land of Haiti. But we know that whether it is killing in Haiti, as the Haitian president was assassinated on June the 7th, or the killing of the Ghanaian people, or the killing of any part of the world, it affects the entire human race. That is why we should not accept the killing of Africans for being African in the 21st century as a global game. Akwaba to the program, Testimony, New World Disorder, Humanity and the Nations of the World. This is the 25th of November, 2021. It is Thursday. We would not receive much today. This is the reason. Because America is on this day having the greatest feast time of the year. It is called Thanksgiving, where families sit and relax and reflect and dine and wine. It's a very huge day. It is just the biggest day in the year. Not even Christmas is likened to this, because Christmas is for Christians in America and over the world. But this one is for the whole. So beside that, the day after is also another huge day. It's like a week, like long weekend from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday before the whole thing is crowned. So the scripture says that you rejoice with those that rejoice and mourn with those that mourn. We have been mourning, sorrowing with Ghana in the total terrorism against the nation, cowardly. Whenever it has been any challenge on the nations, any nation of the world, we have stood with them. Iraq, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Sudan, Nigeria, every part of the world. Somalia, we have stood with them. Morocco, Egypt, and what others were calling Arab Spring. We have stood with them. Whether Haiti or Indonesia, tsunami, we have stood. So we want to take some time and give a moment to the in respect to the American feast time and rejoicing time. So we are rejoicing with those that rejoice. But I want to urge us that as the noble people of America sit, dine, and wine and feast and reflect, I want to share with us a few things that the American people reflect upon as we come back next week for more exposés. America, I want to, humanity, Ghana, and the nation, I want to tell us that one more time that um, the American people rose up on the 6th of January 2021 and descended with total rage on their House of Congress. If God had not come in, probably that would have been the end of the Congress. Because the people cannot take it in the willful destruction of their nation, democracy, and trampling down of their law, the declaration of independence, the destroying of democracy, injustices. But however, God came in and tempest things subsided. I have told us that the building which should have been descended upon by the Ghanaian people, the American people, humanity, and the nations of the world is on the international drive lane. The Ghana Embassy, Washington, D.C. That was which building that we should have descended our rage upon and not on the US House of Congress. I've told us over and over again that there are forces in America, forces in Ghana, colluding with global forces, doing this evil to humanity and the nations of the world. They are the people. Blessed ones, in order for Ghana to give us, the courageous of Ghana to give us a hint that, hey, noble American people, you got it all wrong by attacking your Congress. The root cause of your problem is in Ghana, although we have it also in America. So on the next day, on the 7th of January, you saw courageous men of Ghana arising. Courageous soldiers of Ghana arising in the land. If God had not stepped in, just like he did on the 6th of January when it was in America, on the US House Congress, probably that would have been the end of Ghana. By a small video that God made an African capture at the rage runabout towards the Parliament of Ghana. And that video was immediately put on this avenue. Testimony, New World Disorder. We put it here. God, by that, calmed the hearts of the courageous soldiers and the nation, Ghana, have continued to live after this very day. Irrespective of the cowardly secret killing, terrorism against my people of Ghana under the government of Nana Addo Akufo Addo. The nation has continued. But as we go on that America dine and wine, you must remember that I have called on the Ghanaian people, that I've called on the American people, I've called on your powers, that we need to get that embassy closed down and drive all the traitors of the embassy out of America back to their home. I am a Ghanaian. I'll be willing to lead them back to our land, that they understand that the Ghanaian people, the African people, are humans. They were created equal to every other humans, and no one has the right to seek after paper money by greed and wickedness, get their fellow human being destroyed, like they are colluding with forces in America to get Ghanaians killed cowardly under the cover of global agenda. Humanity and the nation, that is the building. I go back to the program, Testimony in World Disorder. Let America go, have time, dine and wine and drink and do all that. But I want us to think about this. It is 15 years, over 15, this December, 6th of December 2021, will be 15 years when the Ghana Embassy, Washington, D.C., political forces, diplomatic forces in America and Ghana, Nana Addo Akufo Addo set up the agenda with states within the United Nations to further the agenda of the global cowardly killing on the nations of the world, because the agenda for the killing under the cover of 9/11, under the cover of the handful of Osama bin Laden, that has depleted. It could no longer, they knew that uh, they were getting exposed in that agenda. So they have to find another. They use this undercover. 15 years would be this December 6th. December 9th, sorry, December 9th will be 15 years. 15 years of total terror against me in America, in Ghana, and in Canada. 15 years of torture. 15 years of persecution. 15 years of the cowardly secret killing of my people of Ghana. My politicians, my diplomats, religious leaders, they don't care, enter by hatred, enter the church where I fellowship and assassinate, murder my pastor brutally, put their cowardly secret killing face on the family member of the pastor. How cowards can they be beyond that? That they claim that they are the family member of the pastor. Just like the same strategy they use to seek to assassinate me in the land of Ghana. That they put their evil on the faces of my innocent family members. Ghana, America, humanity, and then as you dine and wine, think about that 15 years of total terror against me, domestic, in home, in my place of residence, in the streets, on the job. If they have to plot, when it comes to they plotting and chopping off my body on the clock, they have done it. And it is joy to them. Diplomatic eyes have watched and have been silent. Religious and political, they have watched on. When it comes to kidnapping me in my own land, to get me assassinated, lynched, they have done it. When it comes to sexing up my wife, they have done it. Abducting my two tortured children, they have done it. They have killed my people indiscriminately as they please. Within one day, under the cover of rain, June 3rd, 2015, they commit act of terrorism and burnt my people, almost 200, under the cover of rain, another cover of darkness at the Kwame Nkrumah Circle. This act of terror, persecution, and hatred had been under the eye of the Supreme Court of the US, the US House of Congress, the Senate, the White House. I know you are saying, oh, America didn't try. You know what? It has not just been watched on by folks within the United Nations. It has been, the crimes and the evils have been colluded in 15 years by individuals within the United Nations. Institutions within the United Nations have been used to exploit the situation for their funding. Money is all they know. They have done this 15 years. And they have kept it in secrecy from the eyes of humanity, from the media. Media blackout. Nobody has the right to talk about it. So you should know that it's not the work of the US government. You understand? It is beyond, it's a global agenda. And they have done this. And humanity and the nations of the world, the globe is warming by the second. Look at what is happening on the nations of the world. And you will know that humanity has had enough of the evil against us. A travel to Haiti, and a president was assassinated brutally because of the evils of Montgomery County Police and this US undercover agent. Haiti, we will come there. We'll get there. Don't worry. Don't panic. We are done with the Jerry John roll. If we see the chip, we will get there. We are giving American people the moment to dine and wine. Humanity and the nations of the world. Akwa to the program Testimony, New World Disorder. All that the Montgomery County Police, the FBI, the terror network of Nana Addo Akufo, whom they have put US intelligence, technology, and money behind to go about killing innocent people of color, which has traveled to Haiti now. All that the stakes, the coward killing stakes are doing. America, hear this. Humanity, and then let's hear this. Is to continue the total daily from morning to evening. They continue the total act of terror, hatred, persecution, torture against me from morning to evening, every day, every time. On the job, on the street, in the street, at home, everywhere. Whatever lawlessness they want to perpetrate against, they go ahead. And this is a game and it's fun to them. Diplomatic eyes, political eyes, religious eyes have all been paid blind to this. And they are only hoping that one day I will be fed up. I will not be able to restrain myself. And I will take weapons, arms, and carry out a revenge, an act of vengeance. They are hoping that one day I would go kill an innocent individual. One day I would not be able to contain myself. When they are attacking, police are attacking me, maybe I would destroy and also kill in revenge for the killing of my people. 15 years they have not had this opportunity. America and the nations of the world. It is God, the God of the Bible, who has helped me all these years, not because I am so self-restrained, so patient than anybody upon the earth. I know that there are many in the land of America. Should this evil be done to Americans, should done to them, should be the many parts in the other parts of the world, should this be visited upon their people, they would rise up and kill in revenge. However, I would need us to call on the powers of US, the Supreme Court. America should reflect. We need to get up and tell the Supreme Court of America, of Ghana, the Senate of America, of America, the Congress of America, the White House, the United States within the United States, the evil that has been done using this innocent African's life is affecting the entire human race, and we will not take it anymore. Stop it and stop it now, before you destroy the entire human race. As they hope that one day I would carry out an act of revenge, so they descend on me, and then they put, if they are able to assassinate me, kill me, or wound me terribly, or have arrested me, they put on this time, it is time for it to come on the media that there is, they make a hold or not, there is a terror suspect, there is this, whatever they want, that we have been tracking for 2006, and the act that he has committed, whether it is an innocent person that has been killed, whether it is a property that has been destroyed, we had him under our watchful eye for years, and in fact, he was a mentally challenged. He was a former prisoner that we were watching. The same stupidity which was engaged in, of they allowing terror cells to operate on the soil of America, for its effect being the 9/11. This same evil is being done by stakes at the Ghana Embassy, Washington DC, the government of Nana Addo Akufo, diplomatic stakes, political stakes, religious stakes, some within the United Nations. For 15 years, would we allow them to continue doing this evil and destroy the world as they seek to get it destroyed? We see the huge effort try to relocate the human race to Mars and the moon, and you see it. Huge billions of dollars that is going to that. But the truth is, humanity, we should not remain in silence and watch on for America to be destroyed, for Ghana to be destroyed, for the human race to be destroyed by these coward secret killers. You know why? They are hoping so much that the evil that they are pursuing would lead to total war upon the earth. And probably it will reduce the human populace to maybe the barest minimum. And they would flee to the Mars or the moon. They will gather the booty here on earth. They will enjoy it with a selected few. So the population of the world will be reduced drastically. They are hoping so much. But the truth of the matter is, they also need to think that probably what they are hoping for, when it happens, as they are desiring, maybe there will be nobody remaining alive, let alone any booty remaining upon the earth for any diplomat, politician, for the greedy to go and pick up their booty and enjoy. Maybe there will be nobody alive. So they need to think about the evil they are doing to the human race. Because the winds that are blowing on the nations of the world should tell them, you see what is happening at the Caribbean, Europe, Africa, Asia. People can't take it anymore. And yet, fellow human beings says that when it comes to the killing of Africans, the destruction of African life, it doesn't matter. So let it go on and let the world burn up. America and the nations of the Akufo program, testimony, the world is on that. As you dine and wine, America, have the Thanksgiving. Let's think about this. Let's meditate. Let's reflect. Will we allow this willful destruction of America to go on? Will we allow the willful destruction of Ghana to go on? To the destruction of the human race? Will we allow political powers, diplomatic, religious forces to engage in blatant terrorism against the human race, against an African for being an African? The killing of my people, will we allow it to go on to the destruction of the human race? We will not. God bless you. Let's end here. America, rejoice. We rejoice with you. Let's go to what to do. I say, God bless my homeland. It is finished. Occupy till I come is what I receive of the Lord, and I live with you. Oh, wow. God bless you.